What is the best practical self-defense? Is it taekwondo, boxing, karate, kung fu, or other martial arts? Well, I can answer that by asking you a question to you back. To what extent do you refer to supremacy, and what is your motivation for pursuing martial arts? People who pursue martial arts for reasons other than self-defense will have at least one or more objectives. These intentions could be developing physical fitness and endurance, demonstrating artistic performance through form and movement, effective for self-defense against assailants but not dominant in attacking, deep understanding of philosophy and mentality, or maybe become a professional mixed martial art. It all depends on your goals for learning martial arts. My advice to you is that you should at least understand the fundamentals of a specific type of martial arts so that you may know which one is the best for you. The most important thing is that you have a strong desire to learn the martial art. I won't discuss which one is the finest, but I will discuss several martial arts that suit your goal. As mentioned before, you may have some intentions in learning certain martial art. First, developing physical fitness and endurance. Several styles of martial arts can help you achieve your main goal, such as boxing. Boxing is the most fundamental kind of martial arts, and even people who do not practice martial arts will defend themselves with simple punches in boxing. Without getting into boxing tactics, the stronger a person's punch, the better his or her chances of knocking down an opponent. Professional boxers must have a high level of endurance and physical fitness throughout training and competition. Muay Thai. It is often known as the art of 8 limbs. It is a traditional Thai martial art that stresses striking with 8 points of contact: fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Muay Thai fighters are noted for their extreme conditioning. Training focuses on increasing strength, endurance, and toughness. Kung Fu. It is a traditional Chinese martial technique that evolved over ages. Kung Fu is a martial art with hundreds of various forms, focusing on physical techniques, speed, and strength. It emphasizes not just combat effectiveness, but also self-control and natural harmony. Monks in China are historically and culturally linked with training Kung Fu. Karate. It is a traditional Japanese martial art that focuses on striking techniques, self-defense, and discipline. The word karate means empty hand, reflecting its focus on unarmed combat. Karate primarily used punches, kicks, knee strikes, elbow strikes, and open hand techniques. It also includes blocking, parrying, and basic grappling. Practicing karate regularly has no doubt in building stamina and strength. Not only those particular martial arts, there are numerous different martial arts that can help your physique look aesthetic, athletic, and each martial art will also boost your stamina if practiced consistently. Second, demonstrating artistic performance through form and movement. Several kung fu styles such as wushu and tai chi have significant artistic element, particularly in their beauty, form, and movement. They combine combat techniques with performance and aesthetic appeal to create both sport and art forms. Wushu is frequently used in Chinese opera, films, and acrobatic shows, making it resemble a mix of martial arts, gymnastics, and dance. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a Korean martial art known primarily for its dynamic kicking techniques, also has artistic aspects. These aspects emphasize the beauty, precision movement of blending martial arts techniques. Demonstrations, which are frequently held during ceremonies or competitions, can include complicated board-breaking techniques or advanced jumping and spinning kicks. Aikido, often described as the art of peace, is a Japanese martial art that values harmony, fluidity, and non-aggressive techniques. It takes a highly creative approach to self-defense, focusing on blending with an opponent's movement and using their energy against them. The artistic elements of Aikido are deeply rooted in its philosophy, techniques, and execution, making it distinct from more combative martial arts. Eskrima, also known as arnis or kali, is a traditional Filipino martial art that focuses on weapon-based fighting, particularly with sticks, knives, and swords. While eskrima is primarily practical and rooted in combat techniques, it also has artistic aspects that come from its flowing, dynamic movements and its cultural significance. Practitioners are trained to switch effortlessly between different techniques and weapons. This fluidity, especially when demonstrated at a high level, takes on an almost dance-like quality. Capoeira is a Brazilian martial art that uniquely combines combat, dance, acrobatics, and music, making it one of the most artistic forms of martial arts. It was developed by African slaves in Brazil during the 16th century as a means of self-defense, disguised as a dance to avoid notice by their colonial captors. The combination of combat skills, rhythm, and movement resulted in a martial art that is not only effective but also expressive and deeply artistic. Third, effective for self-defense against assailants but not dominant in attacking. There are some self-defense which focus more on grappling, throws, and submissions rather than striking. Judo is an extremely effective both for self-defense and offense. Its principles are based on using an opponent's strength and momentum against them, making it a practical martial art for various situations. Judo emphasizes controlling and neutralizing an opponent through throws, joint locks, and pins. In a self-defense scenario, this can be extremely useful for subduing an aggressor without needing to strike or cause serious injury. Judo techniques are designed to allow smaller or weaker individuals to defend themselves effectively against their stronger opponents. Krav Maga is widely recognized as one of the most effective martial arts for self-defense rather than an aggressive combat. It was developed for the Israeli military, focusing on real-world scenarios where individuals need to protect themselves quickly, efficiently, and without engaging in a prolonged combat. Its emphasis is on neutralizing threats and escaping dangerous situations, which make it ideal for self-defense such as street attacks, mugging, or armed assaults. Sistema is a Russian martial art known for its emphasis on self-defense, adaptability, fluidity, and practicality. It was developed in Russia and combines traditional martial arts methods and ideas with modern self-defense strategies. Sistema teaches practitioners to prioritize avoidance and de-escalation. The art promotes conflict avoidance methods and, when possible, peaceful resolution of issues. This emphasis on avoidance aligns with the goal of self-defense, which is to protect oneself while minimizing harm and conflict. Fourth, deep understanding of philosophy and mentality. Silat is a traditional martial art originating from Southeast Asia particularly Indonesia, Malaysia, and the surrounding regions. It includes not only just physical techniques, but also deep philosophical and mental aspects. Silat often relates to the balance between body, mind, and the spirit. Traditional etiquette and rituals reflect this idea, emphasizing humility, discipline, and mutual respect. The concept of self-preservation in Silat is consistent with the significance of protecting oneself and one's communities. The philosophy of karate from Japan emphasizes the journey of self-improvement, encouraging students to strive for growth in both techniques and character. Karate teaches practitioners to balance their physical movements, mental focus, and emotional state. Karate places a great emphasis on respect toward one's instructors, fellow practitioners, and oneself. This is consistent with the philosophical principles like humility and honor, which are central to many Eastern philosophies. Practitioners must focus their mental energy on mastering skills, which results in better cognitive ability and mental discipline. Kempo or Kenpo, a traditional martial art, is deeply rooted in principles of discipline and mentality. Beyond physical techniques, it emphasizes personal growth, self-control, and mental resilience. Through hard training and sparring, practitioners build mental fortitude. Facing physical challenges cultivates resilience and the ability to stay calm under pressure. Kempo promotes a balanced mentality, teaching students to seek harmony in their approach to conflict. While it equips individuals to defend themselves, it also encourages non-violence and finding peaceful resolution when possible. If your intention is to become professional mixed martial arts or MMA fighters must learn several martial arts disciplines in order to create a well-rounded skill set. MMA is a combination of striking, grappling, and submission techniques, so successful MMA fighters draw from various martial arts that specializes in these areas. A professional MMA fighter must master many mixed martial arts, including standing and ground fighting. Grappling and submission techniques can be learned from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Sambo. Striking and punching from Karate, Kungfu, Muay Thai, and boxing. Kicking mostly from Taekwondo and kickboxing. Judo for taking down and throwing. To conclude, self-defense is a vital skill that empowers individuals to protect themselves from harm. It promotes confidence, safety, and awareness, helping people respond effectively in dangerous situations. While self-defense techniques are crucial, the primary goal should always be to avoid conflict when possible. It is one's decision to choose which of martial art he or she will pursue.